Yo bitches, how offended can you be? That's about communication. It's about how it's so difficult to be around strangers, you know, because of the random comments that, you know, the open... I hope that's not eating me. Go away. You know, the openness between, like, strangers, you know, is... for me, you know, I'm talking my story here. It's like... you know, I guess I'm overthinking, but it's... I don't know. What am I even trying to say? What am I even trying to say? I'm trying to say there's a difference between someone you know and someone you don't know. Clearly I'm noticing this because I've gone down to... Oops, I better keep that lid. Don't want to... No plastic in the ocean. Keep that lid. Yeah, I'm down Ferry Meadows, so I'm noticing that it's just really weird. I mean, like, if it was the past, yeah, say like it would have to be 30 years ago, it would just be a chill vibe. That's all it would be. I'm asking, why is it so different? Why does it feel like things are really fucking changing fast and nobody can, like, stop it? Why does it feel like I'm trying to catch up? With something that didn't even exist, with a reality that didn't even exist like 30 years ago. You know? I mean, this melon's delicious. I cried on the bus on the way over here. I was holding space for when... I think I'm gonna go again. When my mum took me to... We were living in Norton, yeah. We were living... You know, I have to mention that we were living 3 doors down from who turned out to be a serial killer. It's just relevant. But, like, she took me to a place called QD, which is just home shit. It's a bit like Target, really. For example, like rugs and cups and all that shit, you know. And I was just crying because you know, and don't ask me how I remember, because I was a boy then and I'm a girl now, so I shouldn't be able to remember how good it felt being with her that day. And but leaving that aside, I was really, really crying because I felt so distant from my mum lately, you know, and I guess and I've had all these negative feelings towards her, you know, and I own that. And so I'm holding space for, what's relevant is that she moved away, so the closeness that we had, you know, is more of a challenge now, you know. And it's not it's not tears of sadness, you know, it was just, sorry. I had so much fun just looking around all the crap in that shop, you know, because my mum thought to take me somewhere she thought I might enjoy being for a while, you know. And I guess I don't need to feel good. I don't need to feel good like any particular time because I've got like a memory like that. I remember holding space for that. You know, however today goes, you know, I owned that. You know, that's all I want to say, I think. I'm not sure. You know, I read this post on Tumblr once, yeah, that said, nostalgia is a dirty liar, and that contradicts the feelings that I have inside me right now, because, the change to living with my mum was hard for me, you know. For about 3 to 6 months, I just stayed in my room writing my diary on my computer most of the time. But then I came out of my room and I sat with Mum, and it was just great. She used to choose what TV programs we watched. Just a rough description of what the situation was, you know. I wasn't able to speak because back then as a boy I didn't know how to express myself with words, and I didn't know how to understand people when they spoke. So, you know, obviously I wouldn't be able to follow the plot of like what was on TV. But I can feel like the vibe of it, the happy vibes of, you know. And I was happy, and that's it. I don't know. I'm gonna end this video. Well, I don't know what to do. yeah. I'm gonna end it here. Actually, no, I'm not. I mean, and it's motivated me to because like I was deciding whether to see her on Thursday, yeah. Because they got bingo, right? And you know how, okay, I'll just lay it out. I find change really, really hard to deal with. And I know I've changed more than anyone in the past, like, 8 years. But I find change harder than anyone. It's just my opinion. And, bingo's going to be, like, difficult for me. But, like, the thing is, now I hold space for her as like a different person to the person I saw her as before I remembered that QD experience, you know. And I'm like motivated to like experience more of that with her. And like, it's funny because she went out to lunch today. She went out about 12 o'clock. And after I'd remembered this, you know, with such clarity and such passion, I really needed to call her and just say, you know, you remember that time, you know, and describe it, and you know, talk about all the emotions involved, you know. But like, it was 10 to 12 and she was going out to lunch. You know, and this is the first real thing I have felt in since 2011 when I became mentally ill. I've got a fly in my melon. It's the first real thing I've felt, and I don't know what that means. I know that it means, I have noticed, you know, I mean, a person would, I have noticed that my emotions are coming back, that I'm feeling my emotions. Unfortunately, that means I feel anger, and I lost it a couple of times. You know, the first times I experienced that emotion, you know, it was too much for me, and I lost it a couple of times. And then like I kind of learnt that it's just a feeling. You can just feel it, and that's all that matters, just to feel it. You don't have to like act out in any way. I want to fish this fly out of here because I want the juice. There we go. So all this shit is going on with me, and I think that's quite a strong story. So I'm going to end it here, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.